Let's get you this breaking news, and this in fact is a good news to cheer because the provisional estimates of the real GDP has recorded a 6.5% growth rate in the financial year 2024-25. During the last quarter of the financial year, you had the real GDP that has seen a 7.5% growth rate. In fact, this is a release that has just been put out by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, where you do see a lot of uptick, particularly when it comes to the construction sector. That again indicates a good amount of revival and also telling you more of a lot of hope and aspirations that continue right now to be bolstered. In fact, the key highlights of this entire report that has been accessed by NDTV, our colleague Sakshi has been able to do that for us, and I'm told that she joins us live. Sakshi, good news to cheer. So, it's good that we keep that smile on, but which really are the sectors that possibly have done well, and which really are still the key areas where we could be looking at more growth and momentum in perhaps the next quarter?
Absolutely. Well, better than expected GDP data for the fourth quarter. We have seen the fourth quarter GDP growth rate come in at 7.4%. Remember, crucial to note, it is over the 7% mark versus, of course, 6.2% in the third quarter. So that's as far as the quarterly data is concerned. Of course, estimates were ranging and saying they will be range bound between the 6.4 to 7% mark. But Q4 GDP data coming in at 7.4% is way above expectations from economists across the board. And what really is leading the pack? Well, of course, construction sector is growing the most, double digit, above 10% there. And of course, we have also seen the fact that private consumption is doing exceedingly well. So these really are the factors that have contributed to the outperformance of the Q4 GDP data, the fourth quarter, that is the last quarter for our viewers to understand. Now, of course, when we look at the full year GDP data, which is FY25, we have seen the growth rates come in at 6.5%. When compared to the previous fiscal, this is lower. But remember, these have been, of course, challenging times with global uncertainty really mounting. So what really is outperforming? The fact that consumption is outperforming, construction is outperforming, and what are the factors that experts and economists believe that, of course, can be worked on far more is, of course, the investment push, the infrastructure push even further. So, of course, land and labor reforms. So that really is the key takeaway from economists, that while, of course, this is way better than expectations, there are, of course, hurdles and challenges that we can look into.
All right. So like they say, the writing is on the wall, and it's a good kind of, break that we have seen as far as these numbers are concerned. Sakshi, for the moment, thank you for getting us the latest on that. With this, we head into another quick break. On the other side, there's lots more coming up.